everyone, my name is Lucy and welcome to another reading vlog. So if you've missed any of my previous vlogs, I will link the playlist and my previous vlog down below. But I'm not actually sure what I'm going to read in this vlog. I've just DNF'd a book that was very weird and now I'm not sure what I'm going to read. So I've rearranged my bookshelf. So over here I have books that I've read and including some of my favourites. And then here I have all of the books that I currently need to read, all of the physical books. So I might pick something off of this shelf. I also have some ebooks and audiobooks, so I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to read, but I think I'm going to just start some things and see what I feel like reading more of. I'm also going to do some cooking and baking as per usual. I've been making things in my recent videos out of the Pinch of Nom cookbooks, which are amazing and I would highly recommend them. So I've been making meals and desserts from them, and I'm going to be making some more as well, so I will probably show that too. Let me know in the comments what you've been up to this week and what you're reading, if you're currently reading anything, and if you've read any of the books that I talk about. So without further ado, let's get into the vlog. Okay, so I decided to pick up Truth Witch by Susan Dennard and I'm listening to this on audiobook. So far I'm not too far in, but it follows two women who are Fred sisters, and they are both witches who the state don't know that they're witches, so they don't have a mark on them, and they are performing heists and then something goes wrong. And I'm finding the magic system really interesting. There's a type of witch that is quite scary and I want to find out more about what's going to happen. I must say I am getting the two main characters confused a bit because their voices are very similar, so I am finding it a little bit confusing, but I am interested to read more and hopefully I will enjoy it. And then I was looking at my shelves, I was thinking of picking up a physical read as well. So I looked at my shelves and I picked out a couple books and then I started reading one of them, and I think I'm going to continue with this, which is The Death of the Fronsac by Neil Ascherson. And I got this in my A Box of Stories historical fiction box, so if you haven't seen my unboxing I will link it down below. But A Box of Stories provides 4 surprise books in different genres. So I had a YA box and now I've also had a historical fiction box, and this is one of the books that was in it. And I think it follows a few different perspectives and talks more about what happened to Polish people during the war. So I am really intrigued to read it. And I've only read a little bit, but I really want to pick it up again. Yeah, I'm going to read a bit more of this now, and then I will listen to more of my audiobook later on. So I will read this and then I need to make some dinner and things. So I'm going to be doing quite a lot of cooking and baking, which will be fun, but I want to get some reading done. So I just wanted to do a quick update of The Death of the Fronsac, and the first little bit is actually an author's note, which I didn't realise before, and it was very interesting, and it sounds like the book is going to be quite accurate, and he's done a lot of research, which is great to hear. The author is a journalist and a historian, so I think this book will hopefully reflect real world events pretty well. And there's also a quote in here that I wanted to say. So it says, "Home, a sort of honour, not a building site. Wherever we are, when, if we choose, we might be somewhere else, but trust that we have chosen right." And that's from In Wartime by W.H. Auden, which is near the beginning of the book. And that reflects really well what the author was saying in his author's note about how the Polish had to go to Scotland because they didn't have a home anymore because it was taken. And I think this book is going to be a lot about this Polish soldier and what's going to happen to him, and is he going to find a new home and a sense of home, I guess. And yes, I'm really interested to read more, so I will check in a bit. And yes, liking this book so far. Hello, so reading update, I finished Truth Witch by Susan Dennard, and I was really disappointed with this book. So there is a real lack of world building, which people on Goodreads have been saying, and I really agree with it. You start off straight away, there are these two women who are friends and they are Fred sisters, but it's never really explained exactly how this works. And the relationship isn't really shown, like how it was built up. So I didn't really feel very attached to any of the characters. And some of the characters got split up and there were some villains, but it was all kind of two-dimensional and the world building was really lacking. So we didn't really get told how the magic system works, how the Fred sisters and Fred brothers work, and anything about the past of the characters. Like, it's very lacking, and I feel like that made it hard to really feel attached to the characters. And if I don't feel attached to the characters, I'm not really interested in the book as much. And it just felt like things were happening, but not with any depth. So I think I'm going to give this like 2.75 stars maybe. I really just didn't enjoy this book. And yeah, I'm disappointed. I know that a lot of people do love this, but then other people don't. So I think it's one of those books that divides people. But let me know if you've read Truth Witch and what you thought of it. Hopefully you enjoyed it more than I did. So now I just have The Death of the Fronsac left to read. I'm not too far into it, so I'm going to try and read a bit each day, and hopefully I will be able to finish it. And the Fronsac is actually the ship that explodes. So I was looking that up to see what that was. So yes, I am interested in reading this, and I think I'm going to go read some more of it now. So it is quite a while later and I have a different hairstyle, so just ignore the differences in the vlog. But it took me quite a while to read this, but I finished The Death of the Fronsac, and this was a really sad read. So we follow the life of this Polish soldier, and he's telling his life, and we see him in Scotland with this explosion of this destroyer ship, I think it is, and the family that he lives with and the little girl there. And we see how he is treated as someone who has come from Poland and during the wartime, and people are treating him horribly and associating him with the Germans and the Nazis as well, just because he is foreign, and just how he is treated by everyone, even the people that he lives with. He's not really treated the best, and how they speak to him. And this book is kind of like slice of life, like mundane. We follow basically from when this incident happens and his life from then, and there are references to his life previously as well, because he did come from Poland and he doesn't know if his family are still alive or anything. And we see like his relationships. And yeah, it was kind of boring in a way, but there was also interesting things as well. I liked finding out more about history and how he was treated and what had happened in his life. I thought that was really interesting, and I'm glad that I could be educated a bit more on that. And the author is a journalist, so I'm hoping that that has been well done, hopefully. But the fact with like one of the relationships and things, I just wasn't very interested in it, and I didn't like the love interest. And the writing in general was not the best. It wasn't written fluently, And I don't know whether that was a purposeful choice because of the main character not being fluent in English at the beginning, but it was not just in the dialogue, it was actually in the text as well. I just feel like it could have been written better. I didn't feel like it was written that well. So there was that as well. So I think I'm going to give it like 3 stars. If you're looking for a wartime historical fiction from a different perspective and kind of following someone's life, then I would recommend checking it out. But yes, there were some interesting things, but in general, the characters and everything was a bit boring. And yeah, so I have mixed opinions on this book, but I am glad that I read it. And with that, I am going to end this vlog. So I am still reading the audiobook for The Silent Companions by Laura Purcell, which I showed, but I don't think I explained. So that is a historical fiction, gothic kind of mystery. And we follow this woman whose husband died and she goes to live on his estate and she is pregnant and some mysterious things are going on and we don't know what's happening. And then we also follow her a bit in the future and she's in an institution and she doesn't want to leave. So I'm not too far into that at the moment, but I'm finding it really interesting and I can't wait to find out what happens next. So I will still be continuing with that, but I'm going to be ending this vlog and then I will be talking about that book in one of my wrap-ups anyway. But yes, so I hope that you enjoyed this vlog and please let me know in the comments down below if you've read any of the books that I spoke about or if you have any recommendations for me, because I would love to know, and let me know what you've been reading lately. Please feel free to like, comment and subscribe if you'd like to, and check out my other videos if you'd like to. All of my links are in the description box, including some of my videos that I've mentioned. So check those out if you are interested, and I hope to see you in another video soon. Bye!